what if you have 50,000 shillings? This is the money that you have. You want to invest. You want to start a business in Kenya. How can you invest this money? I know for those ones who like reading books, they're experts in reading books who, who are only used to theory will tell you to go and invest in money market fund, that 50,000 shillings. Others will tell you to go and buy shares with just 50,000 shillings. If you invest in money market fund, 50,000 will give you something like 600 shillings per month, which is not a good money. In money market fund, you only need, you just need a lot of money. Something like 50,000 every month, 20,000 every month, so that you can feel the interest. So if you have 50,000 shillings, don't waste your time in money market fund, in buying shares, investing in bonds. That's a small amount. But if you invest in agriculture, if you invest in starting a business which has a demand, the products have got a demand, you'll get a lot of money. For example, I see it in money market fund, you'll get something like 600 shillings. What if you go and start selling fish, especially in Nairobi? You go to Gikomba, buy fish, go to estates like Pipeline and start selling fish. You don't even need a room. You need a table, just go outside there and then you fry your fish. People will just take. You will find that every day you are making something like 500 to 2,000 shillings, even up to 3,000. And people have earned salary. That's even better than investing in money market fund or shares. These other investments of fixed deposit account, shares, and a money market fund, even unit trusts, even treasury bills, all those treasury securities, all those things are for people who have got money. But if within you and poverty, you only have 50,000, this is what you can do. The first thing is to identify business that will yield money daily. And there are so many profitable businesses you can start with just 50,000 shillings. If you live in the village, you can go and buy an old boda boda, not a new one. There are people in the village who want money right now or who want to relocate to other towns. They want to sell their boda boda. Just buy it. They can sell even 40,000, 50,000 shillings and start operating boda boda right from there. But one thing I'll caution you, with 50,000 shillings, don't go to buy boda boda on loan. You are going to work for those people, because those loan companies do not want you to finish paying for that boda boda. You give them your 50,000, and every month, no, every day you are going to submit to them something like 300 shillings forever. The interest is not even ending. You'll pay even for 15 years. So it's better to buy an old boda boda. Once you buy, you make money from that boda boda, save, and buy a new one after maybe 2 years. That's better. We also have a kinyozi. You can start a kinyozi in the village with 50,000, even less. That's a business you can do. If you live in Nairobi, just go to places like Pipeline, go to places like Kibra, go to Moja, Kayole, Githurai, Rongai, Kitengela, those even Kangemi, all those places, Kawangware, and identify business that is profitable in that area. Of course, we have a grocery business. You can start kinyozi, a kibanda, small kibanda for selling this chapati, mandazi. You can boil githeri. You can sell ugali, beans, all those small, the food for the common person. You'll make money. 50,000 is enough. Rent in those places is not high. So such business, especially kibanda for selling mboga and the fruits, will be a good idea. Can start with even 30,000. Also in those estates, I actually see fish business is doing very well. People are buying fish, but make sure you get your fish from Lake Victoria, from Kisumu. That is the best. But if you get fish from places like Naivasha or fish ponds, you might not sell. You can also start selling samosa, smoky sausages in one place. All those three, even boiled eggs. You also add water, bottled water, in such a place. That's a business you can do in Nairobi or in major towns. Another viable business in Nairobi is to sell muguka, jaba. If you sell that, I think you know what you can sell there. Apart from jaba, you have cigarettes, you have water, you have coffee, you can sell that. And some people sell even alcohol in those places. It's all about you agree with the police. If they come, you know what to do. That's business you can do, and it's very profitable. I've seen people making more than 2,000 per day from that business. Just 50,000 shillings. No, that is capital. Do you know you can start nyama choma joint with just 50,000 shillings? You're just selling nyama choma, just 50,000 shillings. You can start that business. You include mutura. You can even sell some pieces of chicken meat. That is a profitable business you can start, and you become a bit innovative. And very profitable business. Now, another way you can invest 50,000 shillings for these young people, if you are below 30 years, even if you are above 30 years, just take 10,000. Go and train on how to do Forex. And then the rest of the money, you will start trading in Forex. I can assure you, if you are good in numbers, if you can know how to read those trends, fundamental and technical, you learn about that, you'll make even 40,000 shillings. Can make even 10,000 shillings per day. Sometimes you might make losses, but in most cases, once you get used to the trends, you'll make money. Forex trading is good, but not the Forex that we know some Kenyans do. If you get a genuine person to train you, Forex is something that you can do in Kenya with just 40,000, even 20K. I can also advise someone to do crypto with 50,000 shillings, especially now that people are in crypto. Identify the best one, which increases every day. So if you have 50,000 shillings, even if you get 200 shillings per day, that is not bad. Even if you get 300, 500, but there are some days you are going to reap, you're going to get a lot of money. So that is another investment you can make with 50k. Now, for my case, if I have land with 50,000 shillings, what can I do with it? Now, the first thing I can do if I have land is to go to the village and do farming. 50k, you can plant skuma in that land, depending on the size of the land. Assuming that you have 1 acre, partition it into two. Half an acre, I'll plant skuma wiki. Half an acre, I'll go and plant these kienyeji vegetables. Kienyeji, and in any market, you can sell kienyeji vegetables. And you can tell me, like skuma wiki, you harvest even daily if you have it in half an acre. And you don't need a lot of labor or what. That is a business you can do. That's the investment you can do with 50k. Instead of dumping your money in money market fund. Of course, 50k cannot build you apartments, a small amount. Also, at the moment, what I can do with 50k, if I have land at home, I just go and buy small kienyeji chicken. Kienyeji, because one, if you get a small one, it's just 250 shillings. In the next 3 months, 4 months, that 250 will be sold at 500 and above. You get a double profit. So if you spend 100, so the next 3 months, no, 50,000, the next 3 months you'll get at least 80,000. That's profit of 30,000 and above, assuming that some of them will die. Yeah, you'll get a lot of money from it. That's how you can invest that 10,000 shillings, no, 50,000 shillings. There are also other ideas you can follow when doing agriculture, but I'll not advise you to go and plant maize. You better plant even beans. Maize is not profitable. You need even 20 acres for you to realize profits in maize farming. So basically, that's how you can invest your 50,000 shillings and get profits. So when you talk about investment, look at the demand. What do people want? For example, online, people want what? Online, they want to buy rice. Go and buy rice, sell to them. Create pages on TikTok account. Go to Facebook, create a page and sell your rice. Go to Easily, start buying clothes and selling them online. That is another way to invest. Also, you can invest in skills. Right now, if you go and train on how to repair mobile phones and laptops, just go and learn how to repair laptops and smartphones. You just spend something like 20,000 or 10,000. So once you have those skills, go and rent a house and start doing that job. I can assure you, you'll build a career. You start by repairing those things, and then later on, you graduate to repairing and selling. And that one will help you. Another skill that is very profitable and marketable at the moment is video editing. Of course, AI can edit, but it cannot edit as good as a human being can edit. So learn those skills, even software development, even coding. Go and look for tasks online. And this one will benefit mostly the youth. Learn about AI, coding, video editing, those things, and you'll make money. So that is how you can invest that 50K for you to start making money. Never allow someone to advise you to go and invest in betting, to go and invest in money market fund, to go and invest in bonds, invest in shares, to go and save in fixed deposit account. All those things will make you regret your decisions, because someone with 50,000 is not a tycoon. Is someone who is trying things, who is trying to make something out of that small amount. And you have to look for business which can yield that amount. And fixed deposit account needs millions, because interest is something like 4%. 50,000 shillings can only yield 400 shillings. And that's not enough. So that is how you can invest. And if you have ideas, if you want to comment, you can comment, and also add your ideas. You know, on this earth, ideas are unlimited. I might have my own ideas, but I don't have enough. So you can contribute and tell us exactly what you can do with 50,000, so that others can benefit also from your comments.